Ooh, it's finally time for us to rank up to the next rank in the Go Battle League, as today we will be going up to the veteran rank. Finally, after so many battles and so many struggles along the way, we are here on episode 18 to see that I'm gonna get up to the next rank. Alright, so hi to all of you guys. So today I have a total of 8 battles to show you guys, and also I've not been showing you guys any Go Battle League content in the last few days because I've just been super duper preoccupied with the Safari Zone and other content to put out there for you guys. So today's battle is technically a total of 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 6 days worth of battles. That's a total of 150 battles. And today I've already done 2 sets of battles, but I did not complete it on the 24th of October. So I decided to just show you guys the Master League ones also, because the Great League one has just started and we will check that out next episode. Alright, so in the last episode I reached 2,468 ELO, and like I said, we got 8 battles to check out. So let's go into the very first battle against FS Wing. Alright, so he has reached expert rank, which you need 2,750 ELO to get to. So I've actually spoken to some of my friends here in Taiwan. Some of them have reached legend rank also. And they told me there was one time, in fact one of my friend Huang Guanzi, the guy who actually caught a lot of Lapras with his wife, said that he ever reached 2,900 ratings and he dropped all the way to 2,400 ratings, and eventually was able to climb back up to legend rank. That was in the previous season. So you know, I'm kind of still going after the legend rank because the season is still not ending anytime soon. We're still left with like around 40-ish days. So hopefully we can get to that. So anyway, going to the very first battle. I know it's Great League right now, but these are the Master League battles. We're going to see that the Excadrill is just going to knock out the Togekiss. Alright, and the next Pokemon that's going to come in is a Kyogre. So Kyogre is okay for us because since we have 2 Dragon type Pokemon, it's kind of okay. I decided to switch out my team and change up a bit. I in the end used Landorus and various Pokemon just to try it out, and eventually it did not work too well also, especially when Weak Connection came through. I'm gonna bring out Dialga after using Shadow Ball onto my opponent's Dialga, and then you can see that the Dialga is level 51 Dialga, but it's not a Hundo as it's at 4610, not 4620. Alright, so the Dialga is down. We're going to use Draco Meteor on the Kyogre, and we should be in a very good position. Right now we just need to shield up whatever that the Kyogre throws at us, just in case it is a Blizzard. We would need to shield up against that. Alright, so Kyogre, yeah, we're going to shield it up against that. I wasn't sure if I counted correctly, but he may not have a Blizzard ready at any time soon. But we're going to be able to get to a Shadow Ball in time, and that will knock out the Kyogre, and that was GG, well played. So yeah, my battles, some of them were quite close. Actually, you guys know what, I lost this one. It wasn't GG, well, it's GG for me, man. Blizzard came through after that. Yeah, so a lot of my battles, they were really close, but I did not actually focus to like take note on which battles to show you guys during this period, because I was playing the Safari Zone. I was just so tired after the Safari Zone, hanging out with my friends, and I didn't really focus too much to actually play the battles that well also, and I lost a lot of battles eventually, but I was able to climb up finally up to the next rank. So we're gonna see that we got hit by an Earth Power by the Garchomp, and we're gonna be able to land an Iron Head first before we go down by the Mud Shots, almost Mud Slap, alright, it's Mud Shots, and it's level 51 Shando Garchomp though. Alright, so we're gonna go with Excadrill. Excadrill is gonna be able to outpace the Garchomp. However, we just suffered a debuff on our defense, which isn't too good because we're gonna get hit harder by the fast moves also. So okay, drill run did not go through. We're gonna try to get to our next drill run, but unfortunately I did not tap it in time. I did not count properly. Like I said, I was just super duper exhausted. But this one, I was still playing in the Philippines. As you guys can see, it's on the 18th of October instead of the 19th. 19th of October was when I flew over to Taiwan. Right? Yeah, I think so. I can't really remember. Okay, yeah, when did I fly out? I also can't remember. Anyway, I'm still here in Taiwan. I'm still here in Taipei, but tomorrow is my flight back to Philippines. Alright, so let's see that the next Pokemon is a Mamoswine, which is not good for us, but we got Excadrill to come in to just do neutral damage to the Mamoswine. Is it enough to take it out? Yes, of course, but the next Pokemon is going to be a Togekiss. So Togekiss is kind of a good thing for us. The last Pokemon is the Garchomp, and it will get farmed down by the fast moves alone. So we need to go ahead to do another Rock Slide as soon as possible, and hope we do not get taken out by the mud shots from the Garchomp. Are we gonna be able to take it out? Yes. Oh my god, that was a really close call. We were just one mud shot away from being taken out also. So going to the next battle right now. As you guys can see, my rating right now is at 2,453, slowly climbing up, but also still going down. So against Ho-Oh though, so Ho-Oh is a bit tricky. I need to do 7 of my fast moves before I fire off my charge move. You're right, and then Rock Slide will definitely be shooted. That would be super duper devastating amount of damage dealt onto the Ho-Oh if that goes unshooted. I'm gonna shoot up against the Sacred Fire. We're gonna do 2 mud shots before we go with our charge move again. Let's see if our opponent shields this or not. I still will shield the next charge move if he decides to not shield this. Unfortunately, we're gonna get farmed down by the move, right? No, we ain't gonna get taken out yet because the Incinerate is just too slow, and Rock Slide is just not enough to knock out the Ho-Oh. We're gonna bring in Dialga, and we're gonna shield up against the move, right? Did we shield up? I can't even remember. These battles were all done like so long ago, right? We did not shield up against that. It's gonna bring in our Garchomp, and we're gonna go ahead to get to an Iron Head before we get farmed down. It's Dragon Tail though, so that's not good for us, especially when we have a Giratina at the back. Giratina is in, the Dragon Tail's damage are going to add up. I was thinking if I should shield this or not. Eventually I just let it through, thinking it's going to be a Sandtomb. It is a Sandtomb, which is also not good for us as the damage is just going to add up. It's just insane though. I was thinking if I should shield this, and I have to shield this because it will add up, and the Dragon Tail is just going to take us out. I was going to try and farm down the Garchomp, hence why I did that. So, what Pokemon are you gonna bring in, man? Now let's see. Okay, it is a Zacian. Alright, we got 1.5 Shadow Balls ready, which is good enough to almost knock out the Zacian. Really sorry guys if my throat is a bit not so good. Been eating really spicy food the last few days, but it's okay. My throat's probably dry, so I need to drink some water. I have my water bottle here though. Alright, so we're gonna be able to knock out the Zacian, knock out the Ho-Oh, and we scored a win on that battle. Let me go ahead and drink some water first before we go ahead into the next battle. 5 step and go 20. Alright, against Landorus. So this is the battle that I used Landorus. You guys can see I even used the Origin Giratina. Sorry, altered form Giratina. Alright, and yeah, for Landorus wise, I can see that it is very, very overpowered in certain situations, especially against my team with a double steel type Pokemon. So that's kind of threatening for me also. But eventually I decided to try it out and see how it performs in this current meta, and I didn't like it too much. I still prefer using Excadrill because of its resistance towards a lot of the moves, especially against Dragon type moves, and even against something like a Melmetal. You basically don't need to shield anything other than super power. And actually, I can't think of it, Landorus, so you don't really do that. Alright, so going into this though, yeah, we're gonna just get hit by an Iron Head, and we're gonna go with our Draco Meteor since we can't get to double Iron Heads anyways. Just gonna see if our opponent's gonna shoot this or not, and it goes shooted. That's fine. We got 1 shoot advantage. We can actually bring in the Landorus right now to try to get to a superpower. Yeah, Landorus attack stat is so high that it wins CMP against so many Pokemon. Alright, we're gonna knock out the Dialga, and let's see if we can pull a switch into our last Pokemon. Alright, I'm tapping vigorously over there, switching into that. Zacian is in. I didn't want my Landorus to get farmed down, so hence why I did that so quickly. Alright, I'm gonna let the first charge move go through. Let's see what is it. It's gonna be Play Rough. I'm pretty sure of that, but it's totally fine. Half health gone down, but it's not fine anymore when you notice that you're gonna get taken up by the next Play Rough. Alright, we're gonna go with Shadow Snake as that would do neutral damage, but it's not gonna be enough. Now in this situation, I would prefer having my Origin Giratina as compared to the alter form Giratina, so yeah, not so good, man. Alright, so I'm going to this. I'm gonna have to shield up against this. Shield, Brandon. Alright, good job, great. And then we're gonna go ahead to see that the last Pokemon obviously is gonna be the Landorus again. I was not counting it right. I should have actually fired the Dragon Claw sooner, but okay, he decided to do that. And then I was thinking, oh crap, since he did that, I could have actually farmed him down. But it's okay. Switch into my Landorus again to farm down the Landorus, and then I wasn't able to, but it's totally fine. Giratina is going to come in to do 1 Shadow Claw to take out the Landorus, and hopefully we can get to our charge mode to knock out the Zacian. To be honest, I know it's not going to be possible anymore because the Zacian is left with so much health. Alright, is it going to be enough to knock out the Zacian though? If it's enough, it'll be great. If it's not, then we are dead. It is not enough. It was just one Shadow Claw away. I was like, oh my god, it was so close. Oh my god, we just lost this one. Alright, close combat came through, and like a roller coaster of up and downs, up and downs. It's just how it is. Alright, going to the next battle against KO Poke Taro. And he's using Zacian as the lead. So you guys can see I brought in the Mewtwo instead. I left the Landorus in my storage. Didn't want to bring it back into the battles anymore. Alright, so we're gonna go with Iron Head straight away against the Zacian. See whether we can catch a charge move against a close combat. Unfortunately, we weren't able to. I'm not too sure why my opponent took a bit of a time to actually switch over to Dialga, though. Gonna go ahead with our Shadow Ball. So since we do not get hit by any of the charge moves like the Zacian, we can actually fire off 2 Shadow Balls if we actually shield up against the Iron Head. So I was considering, should I do that? Yes, I did so that I can pressure either a shield or perhaps knock out the Dialga with our Giratina. So we're gonna do that. Let's see if he's gonna shield this or not. Pretty sure he is gonna shield this though. Okay, he did not shield that. He's probably gonna bring in the Zacian again, right? Is he? No, he brought in Togekiss. When I saw this, I was like, okay, we have Mewtwo now. You know, if we have Excadrill, it's also totally fine. Alright, Mewtwo does well against Togekiss. Just going with 7 Psycho Cuts before we fire off our Side Strike. Yeah, right? And you guys can see I'm like even sliding in a very weird manner because I'm tapping with just one on my hand and playing with one hand. Sometimes I'm like looking at messages on my right hand to scroll through social media and reply messages, so hence I play with one hand if I'm tapping on the left side. But if I'm tapping on the right, it means I'm playing with both hands. Alright, so yeah, another Side Strike is going to come through. It will not be enough to knock out the Togekiss as it's still left with so much health. Alright, no, I'm just kidding, it's gonna knock it out, and right, Zacian is gonna come in, but it's totally fine. We got Dialga to just farm it down, but look at that, man, this close combat is gonna knock us almost out. Alright, but this one is going to knock us out. Now, can we actually take out the Zacian before it's now take us out? The answer is yes. Yeah, because it got debuffed. If it did not get debuffed, we probably would have lost. Yeah, because one Snarl would have taken us out, but one Psycho Cut, if it survived that Psycho Cut without the debuff, we probably would have lost that one also. So alright, going to the next battle against Yveltal. Quite a number of people are still using Yveltal. Yveltal is still a very strong pick. And yeah, people normally just go with Focus Blast against the Dialga straight away because it takes 6 Snarls to get to a Focus Blast. Decided to shield up against that. We're going to go ahead to fire off our Iron Head, making sure that it doesn't get a Snarl sneaked in also. Not that easy to actually make sure that you do not lose that fast move advantage also against something that is having a 3 turns fast move. Alright, so Iron Head is going to come in again. Let's see, my opponent decided to double shield against the Iron Head. I'm like, okay, looks like I'm going to shield out my Dialga. I'm going to farm down the Yveltal. Have energy for the next Pokemon. It's time to Hallelujah and party again the next Pokemon. And then it's Xerneas. So Xerneas wise, I'm like, okay, it should be close combat that my opponent is going to use, right? It's either close combat or Moonblast. So I was going to try and catch the close combat on my Giratina. Alright, so in 3, 2, 1, we tried to do that, but look at this, my opponent, I do not know, for some reason, was able to fire off Moonblast instead of close combat. I guess she knew that my Dialga was already in the health that is able to be knocked out by Moonblast and didn't want to suffer a debuff, so hence why she probably did that. But Shadow Ball is going to knock out the Xerneas, and the next Pokemon is going to be the Yveltal again. So I'm just going to try and farm down the Yveltal. Unfortunately, the Dark Pulse is going to come in first. Alright, we're going to have to bring in Dialga to actually take out the Yveltal, but he brought in Mewtwo and we can't actually do anything already because we can't switch out, we do not have any shields. Alright, it's a level 51 Hundo Mewtwo, almost knocked us out. We needed the Iron Head to come through. If the Iron Head did not come through, I'm pretty sure we would have lost, because we would have lost CMP tie to a Shadow Ball, assuming the Mewtwo actually has Shadow Ball as in my opponent's Mewtwo, and we won't be able to win this. So a Side Strike is going to be enough to take out the Mewtwo, and we're just going to farm down the Yveltal with ease. So that was a pretty close call, that was pretty insane. So I think we still have 2 more battles to check out before we actually check out the rank up. Alright, yeah, you guys can see the network sometimes lag a bit. Alright, we won that. Yay. Alright, going to the next battle against Majesty 067. Alright, against Ho-Oh. So Ho-Oh is still a really good pick to use, man. This is not a level 50 Ho-Oh. I personally do not have enough Candy XL for a level 50 Ho-Oh, hence why I'm not using it. Though I'm pretty comfortable with my team right now, my Dialga, Mewtwo and also Giratina team, so hence I think I'm still okay with it. I'm gonna go with Iron Head to do good amount of damage to the Zacian if it goes unshielded, and hopefully fire off a second Iron Head again, which we will be able to do so before him able to get to a charge move. I'm just gonna see if I can catch a charge move also. Alright, let's see if I can catch the charge move. Close combat, please. No, it's not. Alright, it's gonna be play rough. I'm just gonna let it go through first. Do not want to use a second shield so early. And then play rough is gonna do a lot of damage. We ain't able to get to the charge move in time, but it's okay. We got a shield, right? Let's go into shield up. Let's go to see if we can farm down the Zacian. Unfortunately, knowing that it has that amount of health, we are able to farm it down. Alright, we're gonna go with double shadow balls against the Dialga. Let's see if he's gonna shield this or not. Alright, boom, not shielding that. We're gonna go for a second one. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get to do so, and then I'm like super duper stressed at this moment. How am I gonna win this? We're gonna have to bring in Dialga because the Iron Head is almost ready. That will be enough to take out the Dialga. I didn't want the Draco Meteor to come in to take out my Mewtwo, hence why I did that. Ho-Oh is gonna be back. Mewtwo, you're gonna have to do your thing. Alright, we're gonna survive anything that's being thrown by the Ho-Oh. Alright, Brave Bird, we will survive that, but we're still going to be left with a very little bit of health. I need to farm up energy. I need to farm the energy. Alright, look at that. I have 2 side strikes ready. This will take out the Ho-Oh, and this will also take out the Dialga. We're going to win CMP tie, and that was the only win condition I could see. Otherwise, we would have lost that. Alright, so that was a very close game, and that was GG, well played. So let's go into the next battle right now, and it's going to be against 01 Alien X. This is the last battle, and this opponent has reached 2515 elo already. Alright, so Dragonite, and switching into Metagross. So I was like, okay, let's just switch into Giratina. At this point, I was like very confident. Alright, we have this all in the bag, man. This is going to be a very easy win, right? Well, you guys will see what happened later on. So letting the Meteor Mash go through, we're going to go with our Shadow Ball right now to actually take out the Metagross. Why did I just do that? Shadow Ball right now. Yeah, sounded like Uncle Roger, man. Alright, so we're going to go into that, and yeah, emotional damage. You know? Oh, yeah, shut up, Brandon. Alright, we're going to go into the Dragon Pulse. Alright, a Dragon Pulse is something that not a lot of people expect. So at this point, I was like, super duper confident. We are in a very good position already. I thought, you know, it's going to be super power, so I decided to shield up against this. I'm like, okay, looks pretty good for us, man. Excadrill came in. I'm like, we should be fine, right? Unfortunately, I took too long to think. I should have actually switched into Mewtwo at this point. Alright, immediately pull a switch into Mewtwo because Mewtwo can win CMP tie against Excadrill, and we would be in a better position. However, I was just too complacent at this moment. Decided to use Draco Meteor instead of Iron Head. And at this point, I'm like, okay, now we made a huge mistake. Okay, so you guys will see this. Drill Run came through. We still can win this. All right, we still can win this. My opponent has a shield left. We're gonna go with Side Strike, and then my opponent's gonna shield this. And then I'm like, okay, we can just use one Shadow Ball to take out the Excadrill, right? So we're gonna go with Shadow Ball. All right, Shadow Ball, and let's see if it's gonna land or not. Yes, it's gonna land on the Dragonite instead. That's left with only 0.1 health. So I was like, oh my god, that is not good for us. We cannot get to Side Strike now, and we're gonna lose this one. Wow, I was just shocked by this, man, and I thought I could actually get to an Iron Head. Unfortunately, my energy is so low that I'm gonna get farmed down by even just the mud shots alone. Yep, that was the most pathetic loss that I've suffered, man. Yep, too overconfident for that. So alright, we are done with all those battles. You guys can see that I ranked up to veteran rank after playing more than 1,300 battles. Still a huge struggle, but I'm going to try my best to get up to expert and then eventually to legend also. So after playing all the battles, my ratings went down again by 100, so that's kind of unfortunate. As I'm making this video right now, like I said, I've played 2 sets of battles. My ratings has gone up a bit. I'm slowly getting better in the Great League, and hopefully I will show you guys some really awesome battles in the Great League also. Alright, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video of me showing you guys all these battles, and of course for me to be able to reach veteran rank after like so long. I should have reached it like maybe 10 episodes ago, maybe not, maybe just maybe a few episodes ago, but not 10 episodes ago. Yeah, so I'm so sorry for the delay, but we will still make our way to legend. Alright, so if you guys enjoyed this video, definitely remember to leave a like on the video. Very much appreciated. Thank you very much, and I'll see you guys in the next episode in the next video. Alright, goodbye.